Hello and welcome to InsideWi-Fi, video 47. 2040 Coexistence and 40 MHz Intolerant bit. Have you ever configured your Wi-Fi access point for maximum speed, enabled a wider channel, and then noticed the AP suddenly switch back to a smaller channel width? It might look like a bug or a configuration issue, but it's actually a built-in Wi-Fi protection mechanism called the Good Neighbor policy. This feature is designed to reduce interference and prevent one wireless network from negatively affecting nearby Wi-Fi networks, especially in crowded 2.4 GHz environments. In this video, we'll explore how the 20 and 40 MHz coexistence mechanism works, why access points automatically fall back to 20 MHz and how this impacts Wi-Fi performance. What is a Wi-Fi channel? A Wi-Fi channel is a smaller segment within a larger frequency band. In the 2.4 GHz band there are 11 to 14 channels across different regulatory domains. The channel spacing scheme allows channels to overlap because only 84 MHz of total bandwidth is available in the 2.4 GHz spectrum. The 2.4 GHz IEEE 802.11g wireless standards dictate that the smallest channel width be 20 MHz. It was to help reduce signal interference among devices that use the 2.4 GHz band. The 2.4 GHz band has 14 20 MHz channels, of which channels 1 6 11, or 2 7 12, or 3 8 13 or 4 9 14, if allowed, or 5 10, and possibly 14 if allowed, can be used together as sets. Often Wi-Fi routers are set to channel 6 as the default, and therefore the set of channels 1, 6 and 11 are possibly the most widely used. Channel bonding. The 802.11n standard allowed channel bonding in Wi-Fi devices to combine adjacent 20 MHz channels into a single wider channel, known as a 40 MHz channel. This increases the data throughput by doubling the available bandwidth. The 802.11n 40 MHz width in 2.4 GHz would reduce the available non-overlapping channels to 2 and in some countries to 1. The 2 non-overlapping channels would not be able to cater to all the devices that use 2.4 GHz band. Interference concerns. While channel bonding can improve performance in ideal conditions, it can also exacerbate interference issues, especially in crowded Wi-Fi environments. When neighboring networks use overlapping 40 MHz channels, they can interfere with each other, leading to degraded performance for all networks involved. What is 20-40 MHz coexistence? In 802.11n routers, one can set the radio to operate at only 40 MHz, 20-40 MHz or only at 20 MHz bandwidths. Enabling the 20-40 MHz coexistence allows the 2.4 GHz radio to use the full 40 MHz bandwidth and communicate with both 20 MHz and 40 MHz bandwidth clients just fine, unless through OBSS scanning it observes another AP, which is using a nearby channel on the 2.4 GHz band, where interference is inevitable. Both APs will fall back to 20 MHz only, allowing them to both coexist. This also means that 40 MHz capable client devices will also fall back to 20 MHz, since they cannot find a 40 MHz bandwidth channel. Unless one of the two APs moves to a non-overlapping channel, the bandwidth remains at 20 MHz. This is an AP to AP good neighbor cooperation policy. The 2040 coexistence mechanism helps mitigate interference issues. Switching to 20 MHz channels reduces the maximum data throughput compared to using 40 MHz channels. However, the trade-off is necessary to maintain overall network stability and performance in crowded Wi-Fi environments. What is 40 MHz intolerant bit? The 40 MHz intolerant bit is set by the client and its HT capabilities. On seeing the 40 MHz intolerance bit set to 1, the access point should fall back to 20 MHz as 40 MHz transmission is not allowed. The 40 MHz intolerant setting is a feature that can be useful in ensuring compatibility and smooth operation of Wi-Fi networks, especially in environments where there are devices that may have limitations or issues with wider channel widths. For example, compatibility concerns. Some wireless chipsets or device drivers may have bugs or compatibility issues when operating in 40 MHz mode. Enabling 40 MHz intolerant mode helps avoid these problems. Regulatory restrictions. In certain regions or countries, regulations may restrict or prohibit the use of 40 MHz channels in the 2.4 GHz band due to concerns over interference with other wireless systems. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you found this video informative and helpful. In our next video, let's see 802.11a or G preamble. Thank you for watching.